All right, good afternoon, folks. I didn't really want to do a video, but I got out here and got some energy. It's been so dang hot here in southeast Georgia. But anyway, it's time to do an oil change on my old vintage 1996 Toyota Camry. The hubcaps are off because we had to do some tire changes. They're laying over there. So very quickly, can you make a car last forever? Yes, you can. All right. This car's been in this family. It was bought in late 1995 in Dallas, Texas. I've had it for my mom had it for, I don't know, many years. And now I've ended up with it. I've had it for probably 10, 12 years. Right now, we're at about 400,000 miles on it. So how can you make these cars last forever? All right. I did have some paint work done, obviously, because, hey, man, when you have a 29-year-old car in the southern part of the U.S., the UV just wreaks havoc on them. Let's talk about two things. And I don't know how well you're going to see this. This is so important for you out there, especially if you don't do any mechanical stuff at all. Can you see the corrosion buildup on this battery? I think you can if I've got my camera right. All right, look at there. You really don't want that. That's bad stuff. Do not buy this crap spray and all this stuff from the auto parts stores. You simply take, I got a glass or a cup of hot water here, just hot water, okay? This is all it is. Watch this stuff. I'm gonna try to get my camera. I'm a little dark in the carport here. Watch what's gonna happen, okay? Watch this. Dissolves it in seconds. Gone. Can you see that? I'm trying to hold the camera as perfectly as I can. You may or may not. It's a little dark out here. Look at that. I didn't spend $7, $8, $9, $10 on this battery post spray cleaner shit that creates a sticky mess. Hot water. That's it. Just saved you $10. What'd that take? 15 seconds? Now something else. Let's talk about this very quickly. Cheap oil changes. Cheap oil change places. Hey, I'm not going to edit that out. As you know, I don't do editing. Hey, what you see is what you get. All right. Oil filters. This car has got approximately 400,000 miles on it, okay? Toyota Camry, 1996. Hey, I drive this car from the East Coast to Texas quite often. I can crank it up today and I'd have no worries about driving it to the West Coast. How do I do it? It's simple. I maintain the vehicle. Now, have I maintained it properly? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 7. Not perfectly, but pretty good. What kind of oil filters do I use? I've only used two types of oil filters. This is the MicroGuard, and I'm in the middle of an oil change now. It's not fun. It's sticky hot out here. It's got to get done. I change my oil about every 5,000 miles, even though the book calls every 5 on this particular car. Your newer cars calls for 10,000 miles, which, you know what? That's great. They say all these new cars don't need oil changes until 10,000 miles. I question that because, here's why I say that. Yes, you can have better oil, better engines, but you're still getting engine contaminants coming in through the air intake. When those contaminants come in, dirt, sand, very abrasive. So the 10,000 mile thing, not sure about that. Amsoil, and here's something else, all right? I think this filter cost me around, I don't know, $5, $6. Now, I've got a problem with this, and I love you guys at Amsoil. Hey, man, you got a good concept, but they're now selling an oil filter that says for 15,000 miles. I'm going to have to shake my head on that one. Maybe I'm wrong. I just can't see it. All right, 15,000 miles is a lot of miles on an oil filter. Now, I've also used, over the many years of this car, not only have I used the MicroGuard, the other one I have used is the from Napa, the Napa Gold oil filter. Now, Napa made some changes a while back. I've seen some things out there that are starting to make me question, why would they make changes? I've seen a few things out there, but I don't really want to comment. If you work for Napa or you work for Napa Gold oil filters, hey, reach out to me, because there's some things I'm kind of scratching my head on. And yes, I got a haircut. It's hot. I'm down to the skin because I'm sweating right now. I'm not out here for a beauty contest. All right, so what type of oil should you use? When you go to these cheap oil change places, I'm not sure what they're using, nor do you, all right? I go and I buy the cheapest oil possible. And again, 400,000 mile Toyota Camry, all right? If this oil has got, all right, the American Petroleum Institute emblem on it, you're good. It's got to meet certain specifications. Hey, I've ran the Walmart oil through this vehicle for years. Quaker State. People look at that and say, oh, I don't want that. That's cheap stuff. You know what? Hey, this is just me. I may be wrong. These cheaper oils that have that API emblem on them, there's a good chance this oil came from the same place that high dollar oil came from. So, hey, this is just my opinion, not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you what works for me. So with that said, hey, we learned 2 things today. Get you a good oil filter. Number 2, the API emblem. And number 3, you don't, oh, look how clean that is. Number 3, don't go out there and buy that high dollar, what do you call it, spray for your batteries. It actually makes a mess. Hey, maybe I've saved you a couple of bucks. I hope I have. This is Scott Duckworth in Hortense, Georgia. If I can save $1, I want to save you $3. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the channel, subscribe, like, or whatever. And if you got some comments about it, hey, put it out there. Thank you again.